is there more soldiers on the other side of that EMA? Did they go pick up new soldiers? Because, you know, now that it's weak, to kind of give y'all a little background, right? I love trading. I've done trading for a long period of time, and oh, come on, 4:30. Come on. Let's go. Hey, what's going on? Good morning. We're going to go ahead and run through what I discussed on the 1 o'clock session and give some updates on what is to come at the same time. So don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button. And down below, if you want to get the alert system directly, you will see the link. Cyber Monday will be extended all the way until Friday, and then after that it'll go back to regular price. So get access at $27 a month for life. All right, so go ahead and click the link and sign up. All right, let's go ahead and get right to it. So we talked about a couple of tickers. First ticker that we talked about, we'll get to that Affirm and Costco in a little bit, but we were talking about Google, Uber, and Nvidia. So let's go ahead and take a nice little peek on those. Here's Google. Let's get rid of these drawings. And it was based on the 15-minute. You can kind of see we had massive price action that was trying to put the market down. Kind of shorted like that, like so. That did not work out relatively well, but it also did not give an entry because we were a solid close on the next following 15-minute. That didn't happen. They stayed in that upper register. Maybe later on today we'll get that 314. Next one is Uber. Now Uber was running away with everything, and then it gave it all back, which was crazy to see. So you can kind of see they kind of suppressed the downward movement and swept more liquidity as they are attempting to get through this fair value gap with the continuation. But this was a nice little setup of the sweep of the liquidity, no break below, no entry, and we never got to close below $87. And then the last one, Nvidia. Now this one we did get a close, but it just consolidated very jerkish like. We got halfway to our TP, which will be at 180, and it pulled right back up, and they've just fought the battle as we kind of consolidated. So let's see what happens from here. This is probably the momentum that we're going to be looking for in the middle of today, because this is still open while the other ones are relatively closed, and we'll go from there. After the video, we had a couple of things that came through. We got Costco. Very solid move, which I might have to probably decide. Maybe I'll start doing something around 130, 330, because I think if I came in at 330, people probably would have seen this. But nice strong move to the upside. If you had access to the alert system, you probably would have been inside of this one. But you can kind of see nice strong move, close above right at 215. And then it took off to the upper register. Let's go to Affirm. See if there's any more meat left on this bone. Okay. Actually, this probably will be good at the open if it stays a little static. Now they hit TP1 already on this downside. So there's a possibility that it probably is over, because we would love to aim for that $65. But if this day closes at 67.23, you could hold that same type of stop loss, and then we'll just aim for that 67.79, kind of like how Costco look. Let's talk about a couple things, because I also have down below which is in the more advanced part of my alert system. We got ourselves swing trades, which is a few items that came in on yesterday. Let's take a peek at some of them. CFLT, Confluent. This is all based on a 2-hour. This was a little bit more longer for longer swings. If you want access to that, by all means, DM me, JD_the_great, on Instagram, or go ahead and message me in the comments and let me know if you want access to this. But so far, my internal circle has access to this, and they're enjoying that. This is more for a share trade, because if we go over to the options, and look at the option chain, it's a little weak, right? 20 puts, 500. It's a 6,000 over here. It's not the greatest. Might be in the middle of a short squeeze to a certain degree. Let's squeeze this chart a little bit. Yeah, maybe kind of island gap, and they're trying to refill it all the way up there. Very possible. But this upper movement would be good for shares by itself. All right, and then we got ourselves Pan W. Let's get rid of these. All right, so if we can get a close above 191.40, we can aim for that psychological 200. Pan W, 200. Not a lot of options here. Let's see. Let's come over to, let's aim for the 3rd week of March. Let's see how this would look. Not a lot of volume. I wonder what the open interest is like. Not a lot of volume over there. Let's see, 3rd week of January. That might be it. That might be it. 205, 200, somewhere around there. Yeah, I don't think it's there. I don't think it'll be December 19th, but it might. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take some time for that to happen. I would say 3rd week of January. That probably will be the play right and there. So look for 205 calls. It's going to be a little pricey. It's around 300, but that's the play in itself. So just under 2 shares of a purchase for you to get some leverage impact. Let's go ahead and keep this going. Next one is Sirius. Sirius XM. If you don't know this is a satellite company. There we go. All right, so close above 2087. Then you could target 21. Like I said, these are share style, especially when it's not that much of a wide gap like that. Here's our option chain. And we will be looking at the 3rd week. Yeah. 23, 22, 21. I would say if you want to go ahead and do something a little light and have some fun, we'll probably be out of this before December ends. But this will be the option that you will be looking for. And for my futures, folks, let me go ahead and give y'all at least one good thing, especially if you're up. At 335, NQ did something that was very interesting. It is in the middle of a pullback, and that pullback might be slightly over because it was like 335. So where is it? 335. Boom, 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 right here. So depending on how this pans out, let's go ahead and get rid of you. We already made highs, so they're probably just coming out and just sweep whatever bearish liquidity it is. So it might not come back down, but 335 tells us that we're in the middle of a pullback. So that could be something as simple as this downtrend, which we are failing at. If it doesn't reject right now, I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of this point. Oops, must have hit something. There we go. we might be getting rid of this point. So possibly what we will be doing, untradable symbol. Oh, I'm still in replay mode. Let's get rid of you. Oh, I'm wanting to show. Oh, yeah, I did. I already started to try to short it, so I want to go ahead and do a nice little average right there. Looking for it to be possibly a stop, like something like that. Kind of messing with some paper trade real quick as I'm testing all these alerts along. Now, this is on my test side. Yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, I've been seeing some really, really interesting things off of here. And yeah, and I did get some in-queued information, like especially yesterday when we kind of did a nice little massive retest of some of the levels. This was letting me know how much volume was in there. So don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button. And if you want to go ahead and sign up, by all means, down below. Cyber Monday, get $27 a month for life as I'm building up my base of customers. And I already got my loyalty customers. They're already in there. Go ahead and join in before prices go back up by Friday. All right. You have a great day. See you later.